One must be a fox to recognize traps and a lion to frighten wolves. Niccolo Machiavelli, the master strategist, understood that the world is governed by two sets of rules, the spoken and the unspoken. In the game of attraction, most men are deaf to the unspoken language. They listen only to the words. They look for the obvious signs taught by pop psychology. Does she laugh at your jokes? Does she touch her hair? Does she make eye contact? These signs are for amateurs. They're unreliable, easily faked, and often misinterpreted. They're the loud, clumsy movements on the chessboard. But the true game, the Machiavellian game, is played in the silence between words, in the subtle shifts of power, in the psychological tests that are never announced. Lust, in its purest and most powerful form, is not signaled by a smile. It is signaled by a surrender. A subtle, often unconscious surrender of her power frame to yours.
Here is the forbidden truth. Lust is not an emotion she gives you. It is a response to the power you demonstrate. Therefore, the true signs of her lust are not about her. They are about her reaction to your strength. Today, we are not listing body language cliches. We are deconstructing the 5 forbidden signs of female lust, the strategic signals that reveal she subconsciously recognizes and is drawn to your power. These are the signs most men miss because they're too busy trying to be liked to notice they are being tested. They have built a prison for your mind. My name is Carl, and I am here to hand you the key. Welcome to Revolt Mind.
Part 1. The Politics of Desire. Before we reveal the signs, you must adopt the mindset of a Machiavellian prince. A prince does not guess, he analyzes. He does not hope, he strategizes. He understands that attraction is a political process. It is an intricate dance of power, value, and perception. A woman, consciously or not, is always gauging a man's virtù, an Italian word used by Machiavelli that means skill, strength, capability, and the power to impose one's will on a chaotic world. The average man tries to win attraction by demonstrating his obedience and willingness to please. He thinks he is showing that he is a nice guy. A prince understands that this is a fatal error. A woman is not looking for a servant. She is looking for a ruler of a strong and compelling kingdom. Therefore, the signs we are about to discuss are not random behaviors. They are the direct results of a woman encountering a man who displays high levels of virtù. They are signals that she recognizes his power and is, on a primal level, attracted to it. To see these signs, you must stop looking at what she is doing and start understanding the psychological reason she is doing it.
Part 2. The 5 forbidden signs. These signs are forbidden because they operate beneath the surface of polite society. They are raw, political, and they reveal the true mechanics of attraction. Sign number 1, the test of your frame. She challenges your reality. A woman is subconsciously drawn to a man with a strong, unshakable reality, a man who is the king of his own frame. To determine the strength of your frame, she will subconsciously test it. This is one of the most misunderstood behaviors in dating. It often looks like a small, playful challenge, a disagreement, or a moment of chaos. She might playfully question your choice of restaurant. She might disagree with a strong opinion you have. She might be a few minutes late just to see how you react.
The weak man, the chaser, reacts in one of two ways. He either becomes defensive and argumentative, proving his frame is fragile and easily rattled, or he immediately concedes and apologizes, proving his frame is submissive to hers. Both are signs of weakness. Both kill lust. The prince, however, reacts with calm amusement. His frame is his reality, and he is not threatened by a challenge to it. When she tests him, he doesn't get angry. He doesn't concede. He holds his ground with a slight smile, as if observing a curious child. His unshakable calm in the face of her test is the most powerful signal he can send. So, when she challenges you, do not see it as a confrontation. See it for what it is, a sign of interest. She is kicking the tires of your kingdom to see if it's real. If you remain unbothered, you have passed the test. This is the first and most subtle, forbidden sign of her growing lust. Sign number 2. The revelation of vulnerability. She exposes her flank. In the Machiavellian world, everyone wears armor, a social mask of confidence, competence, and control. A woman, especially an attractive one, is a master of this armor. She has to be. The second forbidden sign of lust is when she willingly, and often without planning it, takes off a piece of that armor in front of you. This is not the fake, theatrical vulnerability designed to elicit pity. This is genuine, unfiltered vulnerability. She might share a real insecurity she's never told anyone else. She might admit to a failure or a fear. She might have a moment of genuine, unself-conscious giddiness or sadness in your presence. The average man sees this and immediately switches into fix-it mode. He tries to solve her problem or shower her with compliments. This is a mistake. A prince understands the political meaning of this act. The revelation of vulnerability is a profound sign of trust. It is a strategic surrender. She is opening the gates of her kingdom and showing you an undefended territory. She is subconsciously signaling that she feels safe enough in your powerful frame to let down her own. This is a sign of immense respect. Lust cannot exist without this level of psychological safety and respect. When she shows you her true, unfiltered self, it is because your strength makes her feel safe enough to be weak. Sign number 3. The challenge to your mission. She competes with your purpose. A woman is not attracted to a man. She is attracted to a man with a mission. Your kingdom, your purpose, is the ultimate source of your power and attractiveness. The third and most paradoxical forbidden sign is when she begins to subconsciously compete with that mission for your attention. She might complain that you're working too hard. She might try to distract you when you are focused. She might create a small, playful drama right when you are in the middle of an important task. The weak man immediately drops his mission to give her his full attention. He proves that his purpose is secondary to her validation. He abandons his throne to comfort a courtier. This proves his kingdom is fragile, and his title as king is merely for show. The prince understands this test. He does not get angry or dismissive, but he also does not abandon his mission. He gives her a moment to focused attention, acknowledges her, and then calmly returns to his work. He non-verbally communicates the most attractive message possible. You are important to me, but my mission comes first. A man who can be easily pulled from his purpose is a man who can be easily controlled. A man whose purpose is his unshakable priority is a man who inspires respect and, consequently, a deep and primal lust.
Her attempt to distract you is a test to see if your throne is real. Sign number 4, the adoption of your language. She joins your world. Every kingdom has its own language, its own culture, inside jokes, and way of seeing the world. This is your frame, codified. The 4th forbidden sign is when she starts to speak your language. She begins to use your unique phrases and expressions. She references an inside joke that only the two of you share. She starts to adopt your perspective on a topic you discussed. This is a profound psychological indicator of alignment. It is a sign that she is not just a visitor in your kingdom anymore. She is applying for citizenship. The average man misses this completely, but a student of Machiavelli understands the power of language. To adopt another's language is to accept their frame. It is a sign that your reality is more compelling than her own, and she is subconsciously trying to become a part of it. Pay close attention to her words. When your world starts becoming her world, it is an undeniable sign that her respect for you is turning into something deeper. Sign number 5, the unsolicited investment. She contributes to your kingdom. This is the final and most powerful forbidden sign. Most interactions in the early stages of dating are a negotiation of value. The man typically provides resources, paying for dates, offering his time, his attention. The dynamic shifts permanently when she begins to invest in you and your mission without being asked. This is not about her buying you things. It is far more subtle and significant. She might bring you a coffee when she knows you're working late on your project. She might introduce you to a contact who could be useful for your career. She might defend your reputation to her friends. She might give you the gift of uninterrupted silence and space when she knows you need to focus. These are unsolicited acts of investment. She's no longer just a passive recipient of your value. She is now actively contributing to your kingdom. From a Machiavellian perspective, this is the ultimate sign of allegiance. It means she not only respects your power, she now has a vested interest in your success. She sees your victory as her victory. When a woman begins to actively invest in your purpose, it is the clearest sign of all. Her lust is not just a fleeting emotion. It has transformed into a profound desire to align with your power. Final truth. Stop looking, start building. The great irony is that the man who actively looks for these signs is the least likely to see them because he is focused outward on her, seeking validation. He is still fundamentally chasing. The prince does not hunt for signs. He is the cause of the signs. His focus is not on her. It is on himself, on his mission, on building his kingdom, on strengthening his own frame, on becoming a man of such undeniable value and purpose that these 5 forbidden signs appear as the natural, inevitable consequence of his existence. The secret to understanding what women want is to stop asking the question. The answer lies not in her psychology, but in your own actions. Stop looking for signs of her lust. Start creating a life so compelling that her lust becomes the only logical sign. Your homework is a shift in focus. This week, I want you to completely ignore all superficial signs of interest. Stop trying to interpret her texts. Stop analyzing her body language. Instead, take that mental energy and invest it in one single concrete action that advances your own kingdom. Write one page of your book. Go to the gym when you don't feel like it. Learn one new skill for your business. Become the cause, not the effect. If this video has revealed a new level of the game to you, share it with someone who is still stuck playing by the old broken rules. Subscribe, because now that you can recognize the signs of lust, our next lesson will be a Machiavellian guide to using mystery and unpredictability to become unforgettable. The analysis is complete. The next move is yours. I am Carl.